Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. Had to make a quick stop over at the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory over in the Orleans, so while I'm here, I might as well get some cards in. We're hanging out here at the Orleans, out by the pool area here. Give you this hand history while it was fresh in my mind. Had a little bit of time, just played for a little bit. I had a few hands, a few winning pots there. Nothing big. One hand though in particular, wanted to go over and see what would you do. So this is another vlogette of a what would you do. Love the last one. You guys had a lot of feedback and a lot of different ways maybe you would have played the hand. And so yeah, wanted to do that again, see what you guys thought. So we just sat in on a 1-3 game here at the Orleans, max buy-in $500. And this particular time, we were only 6-handed. It is 8-handed tables with the plexiglass. We only had 6 players at the table. Been playing for probably about almost an hour, and we were up from our starting stack, sitting on about 650. This particular hand, we're in the small blind. Under the gun, raises up to $12, folds over to the button, makes the call. We look down at Jack 9 of hearts. And of course, we're going to make the call. We're out of position, but there's 28 in the pot to make an $11 call, and knowing the big blind is active as he has been, he's calling every raise every time on his blind and raising pretty much every pot otherwise. So I know he's coming along, so it's going to be a 4-1 on the call. Easy call. Big blind doesn't disappoint, makes the call. We got 48 in the pot, and we're off to a flop, which is pretty decent. 6, king, 3, all hearts. And as I've said before, flopping a flush is hard to do. So we go ahead and put out a bet. I don't want to miss getting any money in the pot from any ace king hand that flops top pair, top kicker, possibly, especially if they have the ace of hearts. They're going to easily come along, so I want to build this pot up a little bit. And if the heart doesn't come and they're just chasing the heart flush, I'm not going to get any money from them on the river. Put some money in now and get to the turn. So we bet out $40. Big blind makes the call. He could be calling, honestly, with just the 2 of hearts here, hoping to hit a flush with the worst possible heart in his hand. Wouldn't put it past him. He's had some pretty erratic play, pretty loose, pretty wild. Been in pretty much 80-90% of the pots. Been playing for this last hour, so wouldn't put him past him to be in there with just about anything. The original under the gun raiser also makes the call. Now he raised pre-flop, so I'm putting him on some kind of possibly ace-king hand or ace-queen with a heart. Wouldn't surprise me there. And he makes the call. And the button decides to fold, and we're off to a turn of a 2 of hearts. Not fantastic. And I've guessed the hand of the big blind wrong, because he doesn't have the 2 of hearts, obviously. Probably holding the 4 of hearts. Yeah, I go ahead and check here, because as hard as it is to flop a flush, it's really easy to turn a flush. So at this point, yeah, now we have to shut it down. We're going to have to check here, see what happens as 4 hearts on the board. We have the 3rd nut flush with the jack of heart. Pool's closed, folks. No more swimming. Damn. Okay, here we go. So we're going to go ahead and check here. We were hoping for no more hearts to come. We built the pot up a little bit. So let's just go for a little bit of pot control. We have enough out there. We make the check. Big blind, he decides, no, we're going to bet this. He puts out a bet of $40. Very small bet. Under the gun, quickly calls. It gets back to me. Gotta tell you, that's such a thin value bet. And I call right behind. There's no way one of these guys, if not both, do not have ace of hearts or the queen of hearts. One of them's going to have me beat here. Reluctantly, I'm going to go ahead and fold here. Hate to give it up. Flop the flush. But you know what? We're going to go ahead and fold here. River's no help to anybody. It's a jack of clubs. Big blind bets out once again $100. Under the gun, thinks momentarily. Makes it about $250, which is going to put the big blind all in. Big blind quickly makes the call. To me, I feel like under the gun is probably carrying that ace of hearts, but for as fast as the big blind made the call, I thought, well, I must be wrong here. Under the gun turns over ace king with ace of hearts. Big blind turns over queen eight of hearts. So he also flopped the flush. I was beat on the flop, beat even worse on the turn. And as I've always said, and flopping a flush is really easy to do. I feel fortunate here. We flopped a flush, a third nut flush, and we only lose $52 in this pot. So quite honestly, we'll count that as a win. I mean, yeah, $52 in the middle that we don't recoup, at least not in this hand. But yeah, all in all, could have been a lot worse. We could have got probably a lot more in on that flop. I'm happy I made the bet of $40. Maybe it slowed down some betting. They just wanted to call and trap. So that worked out a little bit. Okay, flop comes out, 6 king 3, all hearts. I lead out for $40. What would you do? You're gonna lead out here, you got 3 players behind you. Are you gonna check, possibly have to get to the turn for free? With 3 behind, you know, I felt it was the right thing to do here. We did get rid of 1 player, so what would you do here? The turn bet, 4 hearts on board. We're holding the jack 9 of hearts. Bet's only $40. It's a $40 call into a over $200 pot. It's only $40 to call, but honestly, what card is going to, there's no card that's going to improve you on the river unless another heart like the ace or queen comes out, so eliminates one of your overcards. Are you going to fold here? To me, it was an easy fold. I know I'll probably get some flack for that. Got to see it out. It's only $40. It's not so much the bet sizing. I mean, it is in a way. To me, the bet sizing said what his hand was, that he was there. He was just trying to extract a little more money. And what would you have done in this situation? And finally, I'm out of the hand, but if you're the big blind at the end, you bet $100, you've now got raised $250. So number one, are you betting $100 into this? Knowing he raised pre-flop, he's called my bet, he's called your bet. You gonna bet here, or are you gonna check on the river? And then when he raises you to put you all in, granted you only have about 150 left behind, you've already committed $200 to this pot. Is it just a easy call? Hey, your pot committed. I hate to use that term. If you know you're beat, you're beat. You save the $150 for the next hand. But there's a lot of people have different opinions on that. But yeah, do you feel for 150 more? Is he bluffing? I mean, is he what hand is he doing this with that you could actually beat? There's only one hand that beats you. You can beat everything else, I guess. Is he raising with the worst? Is he going to raise with my hand with Jack 9 of hearts there, or is he just going to call? So what would you do in that situation? But hey, yeah, as always, put the comments down below. I love sometimes they'll debate how you're going to do things a little differently. I want to thank Rodney for sending me my Bluff Daddy t-shirts. We wore this to the tables today, so thanks for sending that out to me. This was a lot of fun. I guess if I wear this, I'm going to have to get some more bluffs on video. Thanks for joining me. As always, hit that like, subscribe, please comment. We'll see you at the tables. Take care. I think that's it. Been getting. Please like, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit that. Can I get 2 of the milk chocolate cashew bears? That should do it.